Hey guys, this is Bruce, and I got a question from an ISSO trying to see if they want to go into project program management or master scheduler. And here's what they said. They said, "Hi Bruce, I watch your videos daily and I appreciate all your videos that you put out. Thank you so much for that. Question for you. I am an ISSO with a TS SCI. Congratulations, by the way. That's awesome. However, I received a job offer for a position as a master scheduler that pays more than what I'm making now. That's awesome. I am I don't know much about it and what I have to do. Okay, I can explain a little bit about what they do. But it utilizes a Microsoft project in Primavera. They are willing to train me, and I assume I was selected because of my clearance. Yeah, possibly. Are you familiar with this job title? I'm familiar with project management, but I believe it's very similar to what this role is, and I'll show you that in a minute. If so, what are your opinions on this field in terms of growth and compensation? Okay, I can give you that. And unlimited growth potential in ISO, so I am hesitant to take the job. Just want to hear your opinion on it. Okay. So here's my opinion about it. So this is, first of all, let me show you what this is. So I'm on a site called a pay scale, and you can do this pretty much with any kind of field in any different location. You can look it up and it'll have the average pay, what they do, the skills that they need, and things like that. So you can see that the average pay is actually really good. This is the average pay. The median pay is 83K. This is why I talk about program management so much, because it's the thing is, it has a lot of soft skills. It has a little bit of technical skills, but mostly soft skills. You got to know how to communicate with people, and you got to know the practices of the organization that you're in. And that's probably why they chose you as an ISO, because you know what processes are supposed to be done. You have some background in the processes of this and how it links to system engineering. And so that's why they probably chose you. But anyway, so let me show you here more information about their pay and then what they do. So right here you can see the pay is basically dependent on how many years of experience that they have. So you can see that there is growth here, and it caps out around 98. But I would say it goes a little higher than this, because you don't even have to have 20 years of experience. If you had less than this, but you are a manager of other project managers, you would probably make more. You could probably continue to grow in a different direction. So there is growth potential as a project manager or a master scheduler. So there is growth potential there. What do they do? Let's break this down. So master schedule completes a number of tasks such as planning, rules, modifiers to drive manufacturing software such as MS and MRP, planning and monitoring the cost of projects. That's a big one. And they don't do just software, by the way. They do straight up engineering. They do risk management framework. They do ISO stuff. They guide ISOs. They don't do the actual ISO work, but they have to know the system development life cycle. So anyway, prepare schedules with inputs from several prime contractors, sources. Yeah, they have to know like what is going on with the contracts, how much the customer is getting, and then what are the tasks that are involved to meet the goals of the company for the client, things like that. They have to understand the work and time involved with planning each activity. They're a critical part because they have to coordinate and schedule and monitor products and services throughout the production life cycle. So that's what they do. And let's look at the skills. Oh, wait, job details. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's just going here. Job skills. Let's see. Excel. Job. See, there's not a lot of technical stuff here, as you can see. The most technical stuff that they need to know is program management, which they're willing to teach you. So that's actually a great opportunity, especially if they're paying you more and they're kind of teach you from the ground level. I mean, this is an opportunity for you to grow in a whole different direction and have a completely different set of skills. So it's something you should definitely consider doing, but in the end, it depends on what you want to do. All right. It has career paths here. See this? You can do different things in the scheduler world. Master schedulers don't just do IT. They do construction, they do product production scheduler. Just they do many different roles, right? In many different fields. And because of that, they actually have a broader they can go into different industries, whereas an ISO is pretty much stuck with the government, local, private, or federal, but mostly for federal systems. So you're kind of in this lane where you're stuck in public sector. Now, me myself, my main skill is ISO and risk management framework, but I also have all of these other technical skills which allowed me to go into the private sector. But that said, my biggest skill is risk management framework. So that's not to say that you'll be stuck permanently in the public sector, meaning federal government or state government or whatever. So there is a lot of growth, just like you said in your email. There's a lot of growth potential in ISO. But I would ask yourself, if I was in your shoes, I would ask myself, what do I want in the next 5 years? Where do I see myself? How do I want to grow? What do I want? If you're extremely technical, you'll probably want to stay in ISO because you're going to be bored with master scheduler. But you'll be richer. You'll be bored, but you'll be richer. So I would consider where you see yourself in 5 years. If you want to remain technical, yeah, stay in ISO work, keep grinding. If you are trying to expand and you want to take a risk and you have the ability to take a risk, yeah, I mean, maybe just go ahead and get those skills. Let them teach you. Stay in there for about a year or two, and now you're a certified master programmer with a couple of project management certifications. And then, if you want to later, you can go back in the ISO work, and they'll have to pay you more because you're now an ISO who has project management skills and a PMP, which is a certification that program managers earn. So that's my 2 cents in it. It's a really good field to be in. It's a very necessary one for larger projects, and it's an incredible skill to have. That's my take on it. It does have growth potential, but it depends on what you want. In the end, it really depends on where you see yourself in 5 years. I hope that answers your question.